بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نبدأ اليوم في تسجيل محاضرات الإحصاء Statistics Math 1342. We will speak today about Chapter 5, Section 5.3, Normal Distribution and Finding Values. Objective of this chapter is how to find the score given the area under the normal curve, how we transfer the score to x value, how to find specific data value of normal distribution given the probability. At first, we start, as we remember in the chapter 5.2, we have the x value and we transfer to z value. Then by using the formula z equal x minus mu over sigma, then we transfer from z value to the probability again, okay, by using the table, okay, form. Now we want to make it against that means we start by probability. We will start by probability. For example, the probability is 0.197. Okay, this probability we start at, we find z, then z will be minus 206. Okay, then we calculate the x by using another formula. Okay, now we will look how we will do this. At first, we will learn if I have probability, how I find z. If I take this example in consideration, find the z-score that corresponds to cumulative area of 0.3632. This area is smaller than 5 thousandths. Smaller than 5 thousandths. Okay. Therefore, I have to use the negative table. Okay. Therefore, I will use the negative table. I go to the negative table. I search to this value, which is 3632. So I can find 1316, 21, 24, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 36, 32 at its scene here. 3632, the corresponding z, I can go to the line to find the first two numbers. The first two number is 0, 3, and the third number in z is 5. So it will be minus 0.35. The z. Then the corresponding z, it will be again minus 0.35. Okay, minus 0.35. Okay. In this way, I find the corresponding z. Now I have another theme, another problem. Okay, I will use now. Okay, another problem would tell us find the z-score that it has 10.75% of the distribution. Area to the right. At first, this here 10.75 is the area to the right. So I sketch the area to the right in blue. Okay. At first, you have to calculate this value. Which is 10.75. But 10.75, if I calculate it by calculator, you just have to press 10. Okay. I have now 10. Okay, 10.75 equal in percent, sorry. Okay, will be equal to 0.1075. How I calculate it in calculator? You have to calculate it in calculator. This is percent. You have just to enter 10.75. Okay, then shift, then I press shift with this symbol in the calculator, which we use usually Casio FX82ES. Okay, then we have to press 10%, 0.75, shift, and the first parenthesis, then we will get the answer, which is 0.1075. This way we calculate this value. After calculating this value, this is the area to the right. We have to calculate the area to the left. Area to the left, why we calculate with the area to the left? Because the schedule gives us only the area to the left. Okay, if I have area to the right, I have to convert it to the area to the left. So the area to the left here, 1 minus the area to the right. 1 minus the area to the right. Okay, it will be 1 minus 0.1075. It will be equal 0.8925. Equal 0.8925. Okay, this area, if I get it 0.8925, because this area is bigger, this is here, is bigger than 0.5000, so I have to go to the positive table. So I have to go to positive table. It's bigger than 5 thousandths or the 0.500. Then I go to the positive table. I will deal with positive table. In positive table, if I want to search for this point, okay, I want to search for this point, 8925. 8925. 8925. So 8925, I find it. Okay, you can't find it in the slide too. This is the point. Okay, but here I have the whole sheet, therefore I want to deal with it. Okay, so I will find here as we see 0.8925, then the corresponding z, it will be here from the line, okay, 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 from the line, the corresponding point, it's from the line, it will be if I want to find it, it will be here 1.2. This is the first two number, and the third number will be 4. يعني نرجع بنعيد ال 8925 I find it. okay. فأول رقمين بنجيبهم من السطر واللي هي 1.2. الرقم الثالث بنجيبه من العمود اللي هيكون 1.24. Z corresponding Z it will be 1.24. In this case we will find the corresponding Z. okay. Now I go to the slide again. okay. We go to the slide again now. okay. If I have now another example, I have the third example. The third example, it will be find the Z score that correspond to B5. B5, what we mean with B5? If I see B5, that means it's 5%. 5%, that mean, okay, that means 0.05. okay, that means 0.05. So I know that the area always have 4 numbers, therefore I add 0, 0 to this point. So I add 2 0 to this point. B5. B5 it's 5%, so I write 0.05. I write 0.05. And I add 2 0 because I know that the area is 4 number after the point. Now I want to search for this value. This value is in the negative table because it's smaller than, again, it's smaller than 0.5,000, so I have to search in negative table. okay, if I go now to the negative table, I will search for 0.500. 0.500 in the negative table, you will not find it, but I could find value 0.0505, another value which I find at 0.495. So I find two value which is 0.505 and 0.495. okay, and the 500, 0.500, 0.0500, it's lie between these two value. One value is 5 bigger and the another value is 5 smaller. نرجع بنعيد. إذن القيمة اللي هي 0.0500 if I search it in the table, I search at 300, here 400, okay, I search it in the table, so I cannot find it exactly. I find, okay, أنا بنلاقي قيمة أكبر منها ب5 وأصغر منها ب5. إذا عندي القيمة اللي هي 0.0505 والقيمة الثانية اللي هي 0.0495. So the point lie between these two values. okay. Now I want to calculate the Z. The Z of the first value, I will change a bit now. okay, the Z from the first value, it will be minus 1.64. okay, isn't the Z of the first value minus 1.64, and the Z of the second value, as we seen here, minus 1.6 with 5. إذا واحدة minus 1.6 with 4, and the another one is minus 1.6 with 5. okay, so I find the Z from the both. okay, as I told, the 0.0500 is lie between the two number, therefore what I have to do, I take Z will be equal Z1 plus Z2 divided by 2. Okay, divided by 2. That means it will be equal, okay, minus 1.64 plus minus 1.6. And 5 divided by mean 2 divided by 2. So I will get in this value, I will get minus 1.6 for L5. So I calculate Z in this value because النقطة بتقع بين النقطتين اللي هي 505 و 505 و 0.0495. اوكي، فبالتالي الزد اللي إلها بيقع كمان بين الزد النقطة الأولى والزد للنقطة الثانية اللي هو minus 0.64 minus 0.65. اوكي، أنا بجمعهم وبقسمهم على 2. اوكي، فهيطلع معي minus 1.645. About now, what is about transferring a Z score to an X score? Okay. Now I learn how if I have here area, how I find the Z. I explain to you, we practice this. Now we go to the another things. If I have now Z, how I transfer, if I have Z, how I transfer to X. I transfer to X by using this formula, which is written in your formula. Okay, X equal mu plus Z sigma. X equal mu plus Z بسيجما. Okay, mu هو 120, Z 1.60 multiply 60. Okay, it will be 145.6. For example, then I will see the example again. Okay, the monthly electric bill in the city are normally distributed. Okay, normally distributed with mean. I have a mean 120, standard deviation 60. Find the Z score of 1.06. I have the formula X equal mu plus Z sigma. Mu is, as I seen here, is 120, Z 1.60, and sigma is 60. And sigma is 16. I will have 145.6. 145.6. Okay, so now if we go to the another point, which is the weight of cats treated at clinic are normally distributed. Then the weight of class treated at the clinic are normally distributed. Okay, with a mean. How much is the mean here again? The mean, it will be 9. Standard deviation 2. And standard deviation 2. Find the weight X correspond to Z score. If Z equal 1.96 minus 0.4 and 0. Okay, I will use the formula X equal mu plus Z sigma. Okay, X equal mu plus Z sigma. Okay, instead of mu I put 9. Instead of Z I put at first 1.96. And instead of sigma, what you put 2. Okay, so, and calculate it by calculator. okay, you enter 9 plus 1.96 multiply 2, okay, multiply 2, then you will get the value 12.92. Again, by z equal minus 0.44, you replace mu by 9, z by minus 0.44, and sigma again by 2, then sigma by 2. Then I will get the value 8.8 12. Now if I want to calculate the third one, I have x, mu is equal 9, okay, this is mu, then plus z is equal here 0, and sigma is always 2. 0 by 2 is 0, so I have only the 9, so the corresponding z will be only 9. Okay, is a 9 plus 0 by 2 equal 9. And this is the third value of z, okay, 9 pounds. Okay. This is example how I transfer from z to x. Now I will get the whole problem. Score for California Peace Officer Standards and Training Test are normally distributed. إذن السكور normal distribute. I put underline, okay? With mean how much? 50. Standard deviation 10. So you learn to put underline under the keyword, the important keyword. An agency will only hire applicant with score top 10%. Then it will be hire applicant with score in the top 10%. Okay, 10%. What is the lowest score you can earn and still be eligible to be hired by the agency? What is the lowest? Top, it's mine from 10% and up 10%. Okay, that means I have this area which is top 10% have to be, if I see the word top, have to be the area to the right. Okay, if this here top percent, 10%, okay, 10% is equal 0.1, 0.1, okay. The area to the left, which is the another side area here, which will be 1 minus 0.1, okay, which will be 0.9. And then will be 0.9, okay, 0.9. What is about this here 0.9? What is about this 0.9? This 0.9, I have to search it in the table. As I know 0.9, that the area have always 4 number in the table, therefore I add always 30 here. Now I have after the point I have always 4 number as I see. 9,000, this is bigger than again which value? 5,000. Very good. This is bigger than 5,000. So I have to go in this way. For to which table I have to go in this way? I have to go to the positive table. And I search to 0.9000. Okay, what I will find? Okay, what I will find? 0.9, this is 99045. Okay, I find these two value. I will highlight them. Okay, highlight this value. Okay, the first value which I find, it's 9015. Oh, I will highlight it. And the second value which I find, 8997. 8997. This is both value which I found. If I look at the first value, 9015, okay, 0.9015. This is 15 bigger than 0.9000, is then 15 bigger. And if I look at the another value, 0.8997, this is 3 number smaller than 9000. So the another value which I will put the underline under it, this value is then smaller, okay. Now 8997, it's not smaller, it's near to the 9000, more than the another. Again in Arabic, القيمة الأولى أكبر منها ب15، القيمة الثانية أصغر منها ب3. اوكي، القيمة الثانية أصغر منها ب3، فبالتالي أنا بختار القيمة الثانية اللي هي 8997. اوكي، شو الكورسبوندنج زد اوف ات؟ الكورسبوندنج زد اوف ات هون بيجينا 1.1 as we see 1.2, and from the other side I will get 8. So the corresponding Z, it will be 1.28. 1.28. إذا Z هون هيكون 1.28. إذا this example is other than the example by 0.500. This example, I take the nearest value, okay? Because there is a point, there is a value which is more near than the other. إذا هاي الفاليو أقرب اللي هي 8997 هي أقرب قيمة من النقطة الثانية اللي هي 90.15. أنا أخذت الأقرب لإلها وأخذت الزد المقابل اللي هو بيساوي 1.28. Now I calculate Z. I have the formula واللي هي this formula mu x equal mu plus z بسيجما. الميو نحن قلنا فوق، اوكي، الميو sorry it will be 50. إذا الميو 50. الزد 1.28 والسيجما هي 10. Okay, so I calculate this value. I find that x equals 62.8. Isn't so? I say the lowest score you can earn and still eligible to be hired by agency is 63. I will transfer to another example now. Okay. The another example, it will speak about finding a specific data value. Finding specific data value. A specific data value is the weight of bags, okay, of ship for a vending machine are normally distributed. Then again, it's normal distributed. Then I have mean 1.25. I have standard deviation 0.5. Bags that have weight in lower, it's the area to the left. So you read and understand. You have to read and understand. Okay. لازم نتعلم كيف نطلع الكيورد بالمسألة. طالما قال لك lower معناتها to the left. Top to the right. اوكي، اللي كانت المسألة قبل. فلور إذا الاريا to the left، معناتها ما في داعي إني أعمل أي إجراء، فورا بطلعها من الجدول. Are too light and we will not work in the machine. What is the least bag of sheep can wait and still work in the machine? Okay, then I have this 8%. If I want to enter it in the calculator again 8% نحن بنعرفها انه هي 0.008. اوكي 0.08 اللي هي 8%. اوكي we now at 0.08. طيب اوكي you calculate in the machine تحطي shift القوس او القوس shift القوس. اوكي shift البيرنتيسز. اوكي بعدين شو بنضيف عليها؟ كم صفر؟ بنضيف عليها للقيمة صفرين. طيب هلا بندور على القيمة اللي هي 0.800. 0.800 if we want to search it لازم نروح لأي جدول؟ لازم نروح لجدول السالب. okay because it's smaller than 0.5000. إذن okay we will go to the negative table. I will find here negative table. Then we search to 0.08. Again I didn't find the same value. I find two nearest value which is 0.793 and 0.808. This is two value. واحدة أصغر منها ب7. one is 7 less and the another is 8 more. okay إذن one is 7 less. okay one is 7 less. okay one is 7 less and the another is as I see one is 7 less and the another is 8 more. So I search to the corresponding Z. Which point I take then? In this case I take the nearest point. يعني هاخد النقطة 0.793. اخد النقطة 0.793. I will take this point. Again I will highlight it because I want to take it. So I will highlight it. Then I calculate the corresponding Z. The corresponding Z minus 1.4 is minus 1.4 and from here come the 1. okay is a minus 1.41. This is the corresponding Z of this point. This is the corresponding Z of this point. Now I go to our slide again. Then I find Z equal minus 1.4 L1. okay now I find the value of Z. what I have to calculate? I have to calculate the value of X. The value of X نستخدم القانون X ميو بلس Z بسيجما. الميو 1.28 من المسألة هو المين equal ميو. الستاندرد ديفيشن دائما شو هو؟ السيجما. إذا أنا مجرد ما شفت المين of 1.25 you called right mu equal 1.25. مجرد ما قريتي هي القيمة. بعدين عندنا standard deviation 0.1 معناتها السيجما equal 0.1. مجرد ما قريتي هاي الأشياء بالنص فأنت هون فيك تكتبيها وترجميها translate to keyword. Then now I subtract. I substitute X mu plus Z sigma. Mu I have 1.25. Z here as calculated minus 1.41. Then multiply sigma which is 0.1. So I will get 1.11 or 1.11 hundredths. okay the list bags can wait and still work in the machine is 1.11 ounce. Okay, this is here the problem, and how I solve this problem of 5.3. Okay, now I go to the 5.4, which speak about central theorem. Is in 5.4. I will speak here about sampling distribution and central limited theorem, how we define sampling distribution and verify their probability, how to interpret the central limited theorem, how to apply the central limited theorem to find the probability of a sample mean. Okay, now sampling distribution at first, then central limited theorem, then application of the central limited theorem. Sampling distribution. I have sampling distributions, the property of the distribution of sample statistic formed when sample of size n are repeatedly taken from a population. This is sampling distribution of sample mean. Okay, what I mean with this, if the sample statistics, okay, is the sample mean, so I take the population, I divide it in number of sample. Okay, divide it in the number of samples. This sample can be overlooked, it's not problem. Okay, then for each sample I calculate the mean. Okay, I calculate the mean for each sample. For sample 1 I take the mean of sample 1, for example, x bar 1, x bar 2 for sample 2, x bar 3 for sample 3, x bar 4, x bar 5. Then I calculate the mean for each sample, and this sample is taken from the population with mu and sigma. Then the sampling distribution consists of the value of sample mean, okay, which is x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. This is the value of this sample mean. This value of the sample mean will have always mean equal to mu x bar, okay, and sigma x equal to sigma over root of n. Okay, this is always has mu equal mu x bar and sigma x bar equal sigma over root ln. Sigma x bar, which is the standard deviation of the sample mean, we called it standard error. Okay, we called sigma x, which is sigma جذر n, we call this is standard error. In the lecture we take an example about sampling distribution, but I don't want to make my video very long, so I delete this example now from this video. We take an example how we take this distribution, how we make this distribution, how we deal with this distribution. Now we go to the central theorem. Central theorem, the main thing in the central theorem, it has two two different cases. The first case is if the sample has size bigger than 30. And if I have the sample has, I take the sample, okay, and or the samples has size bigger than 30. So for any population with mean equal mu and standard deviation equal sigma, okay, for any population, even this population is normal distribute or not normal distribute, okay, this is not interesting to me. but I know that the sampling distribution of the sample mean will be approximate normal distribute. Again إذا أخذت ال N أكبر إذا كان العينات أوكي بالنسبة للعينات للسامبلز أوكي إذا كانت السايز أو عدد العناصر الموجود فيها أكبر من 30 إيجال شو كان نوع البوبليشن هل هي كانت موزعة بانتظام normal distribute or not normal distribute فإن دائما السامبلينج distribution لإلها راح يكون normal distribute أوكي راح يكون normal distribute أو approximately normal distribute تمام طيب الجزء الثاني الكيس 2 من النظرية طيب في حال إنه أنا ال N كانت ما عندي أكبر من 30 في طريقة تانية أعالج فيها الأمر نعم إذا كانت الpopulation itself normal distribute إذا هي نفسها normal distribute أوكي فبهالحالة sampling distribution راح يكون كمان normal distribute sample distribution normal distribute بكلا الحالتين أوكي بكلا الحالتين أو بكل الأحوال أوكي فدائما الميو شو عم يساوي دائما الميو عم يساوي ميو اكس بار اذا المين اوف سامبل مين ايكوال ميو والستاندرد ديفيشن راح يكون دائما سيجما اكس بار اللي حسميه دائما ستاندرد ايرور اوف ذا مين راح يكون سيجما على جذر الان الفاريانس سيجما سكوير for x bar equal sigma square over n. إذن I take this in the consideration. Now I move to the another summarize of the central limited theorem. Summarize of the central limited theorem. Any population distribution, okay, which are normal or not normal. شو ما كان population distribution normal or not normal. مجرد ما كانت السامبل أكبر من 13 samples أكبر من 13 sample mean okay then it will be the distribution of the samples will be normal distribute a normal population distribution حتى لو كانت ال N أصغر من 30 إذا كان هو normal distribution ف the distribution of sample mean راح تكون كمان هي normal distribute المين بكلا الحالتين ميو x bar equal ميو and sigma x bar اللي هي standard error سميناها هي sigma على جذر ال n sigma over root of n okay now we move of interpreting the central theorem we take this example for example phone bill for residents of the city have a mean of 63 and standard deviation of 11. Random sample of 100 cellular phone bill are drawn from this population and the mean of each sample is determined. إذا I have at first المين قديش بيساوي؟ المين 63 so you write your keyword now sigma equal 11 okay الان العين السامبلز اللي انا اخذتها random samples of كانت equal 100 اوكي هال 100 اول شيء بقول انه بقارنه مع مين مع رقم 30 و I compare it with 30 okay n equal 100 it's bigger than 30 so I apply the first part of our first case of the central limited theorem in this case so find the mean and standard error of sampling distribution so they want to calculate mu x bar and they want to calculate cx bar which is the standard error mu x bar هو it's the same as mu equal 63 and sigma x bar هو sigma over sigma over جذر ال n which equal 11 over جذر 100. Okay, جذر 100. It will be equal 1.1. Okay, by calculator. 1.1. Then I calculate mu x, I calculate sigma x. It's very simple and easy example. Okay. Now I will take another. If you want to sketch it, because they ask me sketch the graph at the last. Okay. They ask me about sketching the graph, so I will sketch this. I take mu is 63 as usual, and standard deviation is very small, one in comparing to the mu 1.1, so it has to be as this here graph in the figure. Okay, we approximate it. Okay, this is the inflection point here, which is not more than 1.1 wide from this point. Okay, 1.1 wide from this point. Okay, in this case we sketch this graph by inflection point, which is too near to 63. Now another example which speak about training heart rate of all 20-year-old athletes are normally distributed with a mean of 138 beats per minute and standard deviation of 18 beats per minute. Random sample of size 4 are drawn from this population and the mean of each sample is determined. Find the mean and standard error of the mean of the sampling distribution, then sketch the graph. Again, is that I have here athlete with mean, okay, mu equal 135. Okay, then I have standard deviation, which is sigma. You write it, sigma equal 18. Okay, sigma equal 18. Okay, then I have random sample size, n. How much n? N is very small now, it's equal 4, but they give me another information that it is already normal distribute. Already normal distribute. So I can apply the second case from central theorem. It's smaller than 30. So the distribution of the mean, okay, the sample mean will be also normal distribute. I have to calculate mu x bar and I have to calculate sigma x bar, then I have to sketch this graph. Mu x bar is always equal mu, okay, it will be 135, and sigma x bar will be sigma over jazr, okay, over the root of n, it will be 18 over the root of the 4. The root of the 4, it will be 18 over 2. 18 over 2. 18 over 2, it will be 18 over 2, it will be 9. It will be 9. So I calculate this here, mx and sigma x. Now I have to sketch the graph because they asked me about sketching the graph too. 135 is the mu and inflection point have to be 9 more and 9 less, okay, because the sigma x standard error is equal 9 as I can, so I can sketch the graph now. Okay, here 9 more and 9 less. Okay, then I have this 2 example now. Now what is the application of central theorem? This is the important application that I can convert from x bar to z score. Okay, the important applications that I can transfer from x bar to z score. So again, I can transfer from X to Z, okay? Then I use Z to find the probability. Then I will use Z to find the probability, okay? To find the probability, okay? Probability will be bigger or smaller or, okay, or between, I don't know, okay? And I will use this theorem and finding x bar, transferring from x bar by this formula, which x bar minus mu x over sigma x bar minus mu over sigma over radical n, to transfer to z, from z to the probability, and then I can use the table again. How we will use it, we will see in a small part next time, inshallah. uh, I wish uh, that my recording was okay for you, so I want to stop it now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.